7集光子的捉迷藏魔力。天太热了，我要带点冰块出去吃。
What are you going to do, Meng Meng?
你好，克里斯博士。天气太热了，所以我回家拿了些冰块给小朋友们。我也给你几个吧。哎呀，我的冰块呢？我放进去的明明是冰块啊，怎么现在成了水呢？
Haha, Meng Meng. Ice cubes are water. When we put water in the freezer, it turns to ice. And when we take it out, it turns back to water again. Therefore, ice is water and water is ice.
冰就是水，水就是冰。这好奇怪呀。
Yes, Meng Meng. Kids, have you noticed this phenomena as well? There are many things in the world that exist in different forms. As you're walking through this magical physics world with me, you'll see many things that are hidden from your everyday experience. Sometimes you'll have to use your imagination, but other times we'll need to go into scientists' laboratories to discover the things that are beyond our imagination. That's because they have lots of expensive and very cool equipment in there. Let's go! Kids, do you still remember the Quaidza game I asked you to play in the last lecture? I asked you to use your Quaidza to find the light wave. If you were able to find the light wave using your Quaidza, you are truly amazing scientists. Do you remember what we wanted to show? The aim of the game was to teach you that light behaves just like a water wave. Did you see that when light bends around an object like our Quaidza, it repeats its pattern just like a wave?
克里斯博士，科学实在太难了，我只喜欢朝池塘里扔石子。
Oh, my dear Meng Meng. Just like your mummies and daddies, you have to work hard. The best rewards take time.
好吧，克里斯博士，我会努力的。
That's the right attitude. Okay, kids, let's go. Oh, hi children. I was just playing with a laser. A laser is a very powerful tool that can create light. You know, it took scientists many years of studying quantum physics before they could grasp the understanding of light, learn to control it, and then design such an interesting laser. What about you? Would you like to control light as well? First, what do you remember about light?
那光是光子组成了光芒。
Yes, light is made of photons. And what else do you remember?
我还记得光波。
Yes, light also behaves as a wave.
光真调皮，一会儿是光子，一会儿是光波。
In the last lecture, we introduced that light behaves as a wave, and we performed some experiments to prove it. Before that, we talked about atoms and electrons, and how electrons take and give photons to jump up and jump down. So, light also behaves as tiny little particles. Remember, we called this phenomenon wave-particle duality. Duality is just a fancy word for saying two or both. So, light and its nature is called wave-particle duality. To put simply, this means that light behaves as both a wave and a particle.
我明白了，克里斯博士，这就和水一样，水既可以是水，也可以是冰，所以光既可以是光波，也可以是光子。
Meng Meng, I'm glad you decided to think hard about this difficult thought. The answer is that light behaves as a wave sometimes and as a particle other times, but never both at the same time. Do you understand?
克里斯博士，我知道当我们把水放进冰箱时，它会变成冰。那光什么时候是光波，什么时候是光子呢？
Excellent question, Meng Meng. The answer to this question is in fact much simpler. Kids, light always behaves as a wave until it is taken by an electron in an atom. Let's have a look at water waves in the pond to get the idea. Go ahead and toss in a stone, Meng Meng.
哦，好哎，这是我最喜欢的事情了。
Do you see the wave spread out in all directions? This is just like light from a candle. When we turn the light on, it lights up the whole room in all directions.
是的，克里斯博士，我看到了。
Good. Just like when the water wave disappears, the light wave can also disappear. But when? When light is absorbed by an electron, it disappears. That is to say, when light hits something like a wall, it might be absorbed by the electrons from the atoms in the wall. Remember, everything, even walls, are made of atoms.
被墙里的电子吸收。哦，对了，电子是爱吃光的小调皮，而且所有的东西都是由原子组成的。原子的家里住满了电子，所以电子到处都是，它们都在吃光。然后，当它们把光波都吃完了，光波就消失了，是吗？
Yes, Meng Meng. When light is absorbed by an electron, it disappears. However, Meng Meng, do you remember in our previous lectures we talked about electrons absorbing energy? We said that electrons increase their energy by absorbing what?
光子，电子吸收光子增加能量。可是刚才不是说光波被电子吸收吗？我又糊涂了。
Right, Meng Meng. When a light wave is absorbed by an electron, instead of its waveform, it behaves as a particle, which is the photon. Photons are absorbed by electrons, which give them energy. At this time, the light is behaving as a particle.
哦，所以说，当电子吸收光的时候，光波就忽然变成了光子吗？它们会变魔术吗？
Exactly, Meng Meng. But not only can they do magic, they can also play hide and seek. All right, Meng Meng, do you want to play hide and seek with me? If I could play hide and seek like a photon, you'd never catch me, even though you'd know where I was hiding.
什么？这绝对不可能！来，我们来玩捉迷藏，我一定能抓到你。
All right, Meng Meng, let's see. I'll count 1, 2, 3, and you come and get me.
哈！
1, 2, 3,
哈！
1, 2, 3.
我不玩了。我明明看见你跑进屋了，可是当我一推门，你就不见了。你会魔法，我怎么能抓到你呢？
Right, Meng Meng. It's just as it is with the photon. It seems to play hide and seek using magic. We can hardly find its location. And more amazingly, our seeking behavior seems to change it as well. This is complicated. Let me try to give you an example. It could be water or ice inside of this lunchbox. But the movement you made to try to figure out which it was may have turned the ice to water, so you never knew what it was like. Photons are just like this. Even the greatest scientists can't build equipment to decide when a wave turns into a photon and which electron would eat it.
哇，这真的很神奇。
Yes, The light in our room here is letting out billions and billions of photons every second. That's so many that the walls of the room are constantly absorbing photons. So we don't even notice that photons exist at all. And we can't even see atoms, electrons, and photons with our bare eyes. We need very special equipment and thorough experiments to see things like atoms and photons.
我明白了，克里斯博士，量子物理学的东西太小了，我们根本看不到。但是我们可以互相传授我们看不到的科学知识。
That's right, Meng Meng. Just like with the laser, our understanding of things we can't see can lead to building very useful technology. The science of quantum physics is all around us. Okay, children, it's time for another game.
亲子游戏。
When playing this game, you're going to be thinking about waves, particles, and wave-particle duality. This will be a fun game to test your creativity and understanding of today's lecture. And all you need is a piece of paper and some crayons. Okay, with Mom and Dad, I want you to draw me some pictures showing how you understand wave-particle duality. Remember, you want to show that light is both a wave and a particle. Children, after you've finished your pictures and Mom and Dad have finished theirs, I want you to share them with me on Weibo or Hotel Live. And I will share my favorite with you in the next live show. We're out of time. That's all for today about light. Next time, I want to share with you something very special. See you soon!